Hello, everyone. A very, very, very warm welcome to all the attendees. Uh, it's a very warm welcome because it's Saturday morning and everyone is here. So I can understand that those who are attending this webinar, they all are very, very serious about their career ahead. Okay, so today's webinar is all about hospitality industry. Let me tell you that this webinar is specially kept for those students who are into hospitality field already, who are doing their graduation in hotel management or tourism or travel or hospitality. And as we all know that when we are at the verge of completing our graduation, so that is the moment when different question arises in our mind. ओके सो दिस इज नॉट यू आर नॉट द फर्स्ट वन ओके ये अक्सर हमारे साथ होता है दैट जब भी हम ग्रेजुएशन के फाइनल ईयर में होते हैं तब हम थोड़े से सीरियस हो जाते हैं हमारे करियर को लेके बिकॉज जब हमने 10th किया होता है तब टेंशन होती है कॉलेज में एडमिशन के लिए कि कौन से कॉलेज में एडमिशन लेंगे 12th किया होता है तो होता है चलो अभी हम कौन सा कोर्स लेंगे बीएमएस करेंगे बैक करेंगे होटल मैनेजमेंट करेंगे या कोई मास मीडिया में जाएंगे बट अब एट द वर्ज ऑफ कंप्लीटिंग ग्रेजुएशन नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज अब हम लाइफ में क्या करेंगे राइट अब हम काम क्या करेंगे पैसे कैसे कमाएंगे सो दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन जो जो टेंशन होती है हमें वो जनरली डबल हो जाती है एज कंपेयर टू व्हेन वी completed 10th or 12th, right? So let me help you out with that and let me assure that after this webinar, which is specially for hospitality students, at least आपको एक clarity मिलेगी that what you want to do. So again, a very good afternoon, and I wish you all the best, all the future hospitality enthusiasts. So we are diving today in a world of endless possibilities, and trust me, after this webinar, you will have a very clear vision of what lies ahead in your hospitality career journey. And you, as I said, you will be very clear with your vision. So आप सब लोग हम इसको क्योंकि हम सैटरडे मॉर्निंग को ये वेबिनार कर रहे हैं सो लेट्स नॉट मेक इट वेरी बोरिंग और लाइक अ सेशन और अ लेक्चर okay we will interact with each other so you have a chat box okay so first let me know that all are done with your internship आप लोग सबकी इंटर्नशिप हो चुकी है या कोई ऑलरेडी इंटर्नशिप कर रहा है आर यू डूइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ इंटर्नशिप सो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो इंटर्नशिप या तो फिर कर चुके हैं या फिर अभी फाइनल ईयर में उनका इंटर्नशिप जो है वो ऑन गोइंग है राइट सो आप सब लोग इंटर्नशिप के दौरान एग्जैक्टली आपके करियर से जुड़े हुए इंडस्ट्री में ही काम कर रहे हो राइट सो आप सबने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा व्हाट आर द स्ट्रगल्स यू मस्ट हैव नोटिस्ड ऑल द स्ट्रगल्स व्हिच यू आर फेसिंग व्हाइल वर्किंग इन दिस इंडस्ट्री सो यू ऑल आर अवेयर कि अगर हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री में काम करना है तो जो सबसे बड़ी स्ट्रगल है दैट इज लॉन्ग वर्किंग आवर्स राइट सो दिस एवरीवन मस्ट बी नाउ अवेयर ऑफ कि कोई ठिकाना नहीं होता टाइमिंग का राइट एंड जनरली एक ऑफिस पर्सन का जॉब होता है 8 घंटे का ज्यादा से ज्यादा 9 घंटे का लेकिन जब हम हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री की बात करते हैं तो वो कब 10 से 12 घंटे भी हो जाते हैं यू नेवर नो एंड अगर कोई इवेंट है जैसे 31st है या फेस्टिवल्स है सो उसके तो फिर बियॉन्ड हम बोल ही नहीं सकते राइट सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द स्ट्रगल विच जनरली इज फेस्ड by the people who are in hospitality career right compensation is of course अगर हम ये working hours के against अगर हम payment देखें so that is modest or I would say low payment right career growth is limited because many times it happens that often it happens that hard work gets unnoticed. You are not recognized for what you are doing. Of course, you are working in a service industry, so you can imagine what kind of thankless job it is, right? So you do a lot of efforts to give satisfaction, to give high benchmark of service to your clients, but still many times we face lashes. We face कि हमने इतना किया पर हमें कोई recognition ही नहीं मिला, right? So of course it's something anyways which every service industry faces. And seasonal nature. So you all know that many of the hotel industry employees face this problem that when the season is there at that time they have employment, but then when there is off season, in that case बहुत सारे लोग जो है वो unemployed भी हो जाते हैं. So these are the major problems which I would say which is especially in hospitality career in India. सो अगर आप बोलोगे कि हॉस्पिटैलिटी करियर अगर इंडिया में ये प्रॉब्लम है सो ये बाहर नहीं है. ओके, सो लेट मी टेल यू, यस, स्ट्रगल्स आर नॉट यूनिवर्सल. यस, struggles will be there, okay, but the challenges would be different. Abroad, this industry operates in a very, very, very different way. And your dedication, as I said, that many times your work is unnoticed. So that dedication is actually recognized and your efforts are awarded. So when we talk about hospitality abroad, it's a calling, it's a passion, it's a way of life. So again, as I said, the challenges so rahenge, but that would be outweighed by countless rewards, and you would get an environment that values your work, that values its employees and nurtures their growth. So ऐसा नहीं है कि challenges नहीं है, but when you get a good payment, when you get a reward, when you get good recognition, at that time हम challenges को भी भूल जाते हैं. But still I would say तो जो struggle इंडिया में हम face करते हैं that is not universal. Reason being hospitality industry is still finding its feet in India. It's still struggling. So, in overseas, when we talk about hospitality, it's like stepping or diving into a lake of opportunities where sky is the limit. So, I hope I am audible to everyone. Okay. So, let's discuss the main agenda of this meeting. But then, before we go ahead, okay, I want to show you the famous personality from hotel industry, which you must be totally aware of because they must be your mentor. Okay, so I hope you know him. Okay, so he is Raj Menon, and he is Asia head of Marriott Hotels. Okay, he completed his education in New Delhi. He completed his hotel management. Okay, but then he also felt the urge, okay, to take to come out of his comfort zone, and he completed his degree abroad from Harvard Business School. Wow, so this is the phase which is known even by all the housewives because he is a famous personality. हर कोई घर में मास्टर शेफ तो कभी ना कभी देखा ही गया है. सो आप किसी भी घर में किसी को भी पूछ लो ये फेस के बारे में, एवरीवन नोज हिम. सो ही इज विकास खन्ना. Okay, he is a very famous chef, and he also graduated from Manipal Academy of Higher Education, where he did his hotel management, and then for his culinary course, he went to Culinary Institute of America and New York University. So he is the CEO of Taj Hotels, Punit Chatwal. He is a graduate. So again, he did his hotel management from IHM Delhi. But then again, he also did his MBA in hospitality from ESSEC, that is in Paris, France. So, can you find something common in them? आपको कुछ कॉमन लगा तीनों में? मैंने तीन पर्सनालिटी सी. Anyways, this session is limited to restricted for the time part. So, anyways, we have many such personalities, but then of course the time is limited. But then आपने जो तीन अभी पर्सनालिटी देखी, did you noticed anything common in them? You know what is common? This industry is such that whether you work in India or outside, there is one thing which is required. You need a lot and lot of innovation in this field. And this field is actually innovative. So you have to come up with new ideas, which is not possible unless you come out of your comfort zone, you travel across, and I'll just travel across and learn new things and then implement it in your career. And that is the reason why they also felt to do a degree or a course outside India, and they learned, and now you can see what kind of designation they have. Okay, so we all are talking about to move abroad or to do a degree abroad. Okay, so in between, I'll just share a story. Okay, which would make this session interesting. So, anyways, even if you are not convinced, then too you should have something which you have learned or something informative which you got from this webinar. Okay, so there is a Michelin Guide star rating. Okay, so everyone now knows if you are from hospitality industry. I hope you must be knowing about it. Anyone knows about it? What is this? Does anyone knows about Michelin star rating? So Michelin star rating is actually I would discuss the story, but then even the one generally when we say कि एक star मिला तो generally हम कहते हैं कि अरे बहुत बुरा review है, right? But अगर आपको आपके रेस्टोरेंट को या शेफ को अगर मिशेलिन का एक स्टार भी मिलता है, 1 star, then too it's worthy. It's like a very good restaurant in its category. सो मिशेलिन स्टार रेटिंग ये जो है ये एक्चुअली कैसे शुरू हुआ ये मैं आपको बताती हूँ. आप आज इसके ऊपर रिसर्च करना, आप ढूंढना कि मुंबई में कितने मिशेलिन स्टार रेटेड रेस्टोरेंट्स है. ओके, सो दिस एक्चुअली वाज ओरिजिनली मेड, देयर वाज अ कंपनी जिसका नाम था मिशेलिन कंपनी. ओके, एंड दैट मिशेलिन कंपनी यूज्ड टू मेक टायर्स. ओके, सो वन ऑफ द ब्रदर ऑफ दैट कंपनी जिनका नाम एंड्रे मिशेलिन था, ठीक है, ही वंस वाज ऑन अ ट्रिप. ओके, एंड ही वाज ट्रैवलिंग. सो ये तब की बात है जब कोई जीपीएस नहीं हुआ करता था, गूगल हम ये नहीं था कि चलो रेस्टोरेंट्स नियर मी, प्लेसेस टू स्टे नियर मी. ओके, सो दैट वाज नॉट पॉसिबल. सो पीपल यूज्ड टू एट दैट टाइम ट्रैवल, और वो लोग या तो फिर अपने खुद के किसी के एक्सपीरियंस से इंफॉर्मेशन निकालते थे, या कोई गाइड बुक्स होती थी, या येलो पेजेस आप लोगों को पता ही है, तो उससे एक आइडिया मिल जाता था. सो ऐसे अलग अलग तरीके थे जिससे हम लोग इंफॉर्मेशन निकालते थे. ओके, सो एट दैट टाइम he was on a trip and he was not able to find any good place to stay and eat. एंड ही वाज सो अपसेट कि उसे ऐसा लगा कि कुछ ऐसा होना चाहिए जिससे जो भी ट्रैवल कर रहा है उसको इजी हो जाए. ओके, ये प्रॉब्लम ना हो. सो ही मेड अ गाइड बुक. ओके, ये गाइड बुक जो थी ये हेल्प करती थी ट्रैवलर्स को कि वो जहां भी है उसके आसपास कौन सी जगह है जहां ही कैन ईट फूड, और दे कैन ईट फूड, और दे कैन स्टे. ओके, एंड इवन which are the places where they can fix cars. Okay, so this book was made, and this book was given free to encourage more people to travel first of all, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग डरते थे ट्रैवल करने से, बिकॉज कैसे करना है, कहाँ जाना है, कैसे जाना है, कुछ पता नहीं होता था. एज आई सेड, देयर वाज नो जीपीएस. सो दिस वाज मेड टू एंकरेज मोर पीपल टू ट्रैवल. जितना ट्रैवल करेंगे उतने टायर घसेंगे, खराब होंगे, राइट? एंड once they wear out with their tires, of course टायर के सेल्स बढ़ेंगे. So यानी कि फायदा उन्हीं का था. But still that book became, over the time that book became so famous कि then वो बुक के अंदर वो लोग रेटिंग्स भी देने लग गए रेस्टोरेंट्स को. ओके, एंड इवेंचुअली, ग्रेजुअली, आज मिशेलिन गाइड, मिशेलिन स्टार रेटिंग इज सो पॉपुलर that restaurants struggle to get these stars. Okay, so the big restaurants, even chef, they feel proud that if they are working in a Michelin star rated restaurant. So this was particularly invented in France. Okay, and ये जो स्टार है ये वहीं पर फ्रांस में जो है ये वहीं पर इन्वेंट किया गया था, which is now worldwide famous, and people get rating according to them. So, okay, so this was just a story which I shared just to make the session a little bit of exciting. Okay, now coming to the career options available. So, अगर आप सोचते हो कि अगर आपको बाहर जाना है पढ़ने के लिए, तो what are the options which you can choose? Okay, now when I said कि बाहर पढ़ने जाना है, so at that time the biggest question which generally arises in everyone's mind is कि finance का क्या, right? So let me tell you, let's keep that part out of this session right now, because let me tell you, let me give you an assurance कि आपको फाइनेंस का जो पार्ट है वो मैं बाद में आती हूँ. डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट, बिकॉज वी हैव एन नंबर ऑफ ऑप्शंस, जहां पर ऐसे भी ऑप्शंस है दैट व्हाट यू आर पेइंग यू आर गेटिंग इट इन द स्टडी ईयर इटसेल्फ. यानी आप जो पढ़ाई में पैसा डाल रहे हो वो आपको पढ़ाई के दौरान ही आप रिकवर कर लोगे. ओके, एंड अगर आपको कम फीस वाले ऑप्शन चाहिए तो कम फीस वाले भी है, ज्यादा फीस चाहिए तो ज्यादा फीस भी है. सो लेट्स कीप फाइनेंशियल एस्पेक्ट आउट राइट नाउ. ओके, विल कम टू इट लेटर ऑन. Right now we will talk first what are the options available. So event management, of course, so that is one of the booming field. Tourism, travel, food and beverages. So nowadays I get many inquiries from students for this particular option. Okay, so this is getting very popular now. Airlines, cabin crew, so there are many courses available. And if let me tell you that this is again one of the booming, because if you complete any of your course abroad, you even get international airlines as your placement. Okay, front office management, baking is again getting very popular. Okay, marketing, if you are not ready, or if you are not planning to go in core hospitality, you can also choose management, front office, or marketing, or sales. Okay, so even these industry require sales people, marketing people, management people, front office. So it's not like that everything is about kitchen and cooking. Okay, so even you can choose the field. And anyways, you all are hospitality students, you all are aware what are the options nowadays available. So coming to the financial aspect, I just told you that generally students कहते हैं कि बाहर पढ़ना is very expensive. But let me tell you, that's the biggest myth. That's the biggest myth. And the fact is that there are so n number of scholarships available. There are so many grants, education loan facilities available. And as I said, मैंने अभी एक चीज mention की थी, अगर आपने ध्यान दिया होगा तो, that आप जो पैसा पढ़ाई में डाल रहे हो वो आप पूरा रिकवर कर रहे हो फर्स्ट ईयर में. So this is only because आपको पेड प्लेसमेंट मिल रहा है, दैट टू एज अ पार्ट ऑफ योर करिकुलम. यानी कि अगर आप 1 साल का मास्टर, सपोज 2 साल का मास्टर कर रहे हो, जिसमें से 1 साल आपका प्लेसमेंट होगा, बट इट वुड बी काउंटेड एज योर स्टडी ईयर, एंड प्लेसमेंट वुड बी पेड, एंड इट वुड नॉट बी पेड लाइक व्हाट यू डिड इन योर ग्रेजुएशन ईयर. सो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट है जो बोलते हैं कि ग्रेजुएशन ईयर में भी हमें प्लेसमेंट मिला था एंड दैट वाज पेड, बट दैट वाज नॉट properly paid. That was a stipend which you were getting, and that stipend was so less, I'm sure about it, कि शायद उससे आपका कन्वेंस या ट्रैवलिंग भी एक्सपेंसेस भी नहीं निकलता होगा. right? But here I am saying whatever you would be getting, that would be paid so fair that even you could cover your studying cost. यानी जो आप फीस भर रहे हो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आप 8 लाख का कोर्स कर रहे हो और अगर मैं आपको बोलूं कि ये 8 लाख आप पहले साल में ही रिकवर कर लोगे, यानी कि इन शॉर्ट आपको आपकी जो डिग्री है, आपको डिग्री भी मिल जाएगी एंड द कॉस्टिंग वुड बी जीरो, राइट? सो इसीलिए जैसा मैंने कहा दैट्स अ मिथ कि स्टडिंग अब्रॉड इज एक्सपेंसिव. इफ यू प्लान स्मार्टली, if you take help of experts, if you share your financial budget, then we would customize it in such a way that you would not be burdened by those hefty costs, right? And we would guide you for the scholarships which are available. So let me tell you, there are many kinds of scholarship which we can avail of. Education loan. So बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि लोन के टाइम पे स्टूडेंट्स को लगता है कि लोन हम कैसे भरेंगे, हम थोड़ी कमाने जा रहे हैं, हम तो पढ़ने जा रहे हैं. सो लेट मी टेल यू दैट एजुकेशन लोन उसी को हम कहते हैं जहां पर आपको एक कूलिंग पीरियड मिलता है एंड ड्यूरिंग योर स्टडी यू आर नॉट पेइंग एनीथिंग. So your EMI will be starting once you complete your studies. Okay, and once you complete your studies, at that time you are smart enough to tackle a job wherein you can easily pay those EMIs. So you are done with your degree, you have a degree from abroad, and plus you have a job, right? Education loan जो है उसका और एक उससे रिलेटेड एक मिथ है कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को लगता है कि लोन लेने के लिए खुद का घर होना जरूरी है. बट लेट मी टेल यू, नाउ देयर आर मेनी मेनी बैंक्स व्हिच प्रोवाइड्स नॉन कोलैटरल लोन. यानी कि जरूरी नहीं है कि आपके पास सिक्योरिटी होनी चाहिए, यानी कि आपका खुद का घर होना चाहिए. So education loan is now easily available because even government is promoting this kind of loans for students, wherein student can go and take a degree abroad. And even if you come back, suppose बहुत सारे students ऐसे हैं जिन्हें तो चलो settle होने जाना है, but then there are many students who want to come back. So in that case also, if you have a degree from abroad, so I just shared you the uh, people, the famous personalities. शुरू के सेशन के शुरू के टाइम पर मैंने आपको कुछ पर्सनालिटीज दिखाई थी. वी हैव एन नंबर ऑफ एग्जांपल्स व्हिच यू कैन गूगल इट डाउन, जिससे आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कि एक्चुअली काफी सारे ऐसे लोग हैं, ओके, जिन्होंने यहाँ से भले ही डिग्री ली बट देन दे स्टिल वेंट abroad, they came back and they are doing very very well here in their home country. So as I said कि आप अपने आप को ब्लॉक मत करो that I just don't want to take a step ahead of studying abroad only because of the reason that there are many great, I would say, hefty expenses which are involved. Don't let yourself stop of inquiring about studying abroad just because of the reason that is finance. ओके, सो आप वो चीज को एक बार साइड में रखो जैसा मैंने आपको बताया. एंड नाउ देर आर मेनी मेनी यूरोपियन कंट्रीज विच रिक्वायर पीपल. सो दे आर द वन हु आर प्रमोटिंग स्कॉलरशिप्स बिकॉज उन्हें मैन पावर चाहिए, उन्हें ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेस चाहिए. ओके, सो हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि अंडर आई वुड से रेटेड है, ओके, स्पेशली इन इंडिया. इवन मैंने देखा है कि when student decide to do hotel management, many times they struggle even in their home or even in their family, because family वाले भी convinced नहीं होते कि नहीं नहीं ये फील्ड में क्यों जाना है, इस फील्ड में कोई फ्यूचर नहीं. Okay, but let me tell you, this is a lake of opportunities, but you have to plan it smartly. As I said that we would tailor your study abroad opportunities. That means once you come to us, first we will understand what are your needs. Okay, हम देखेंगे, हम आपका प्रोफाइल एनालाइज करेंगे, हम आपका मोटिव पूछेंगे, आपका गोल पूछेंगे. For example, if you are with a clear vision that you don't want to come back and you want to settle down in Europe or Canada or US, then we would suggest you that kind of plan. If you are pretty sure that no, I want to come back, we would suggest you a plan wherein you can come back and do well in your home country. If you are looking for those options wherein the budget is very less, we would help you out with those options. Okay. अगर आपने कहा कि नहीं मुझे यही कंट्री में जाना है, बट अगर हमें आपको पता नहीं है कि आपको कौन सा कोर्स लेना चाहिए, आपको इवेंट मैनेजमेंट में जाना चाहिए, आपको ट्रैवल में जाना चाहिए, वी विल हेल्प यू आउट. सो वी tailor it accordingly. Okay, we provide a customized plan, and counselors who are experts who do these things daily, they will help you out to come to a solution. Okay, so any questions? Any questions anyone have? Any question? You can write down in the chat box. Okay, so if you have any questions, okay, even if you are hesitating to ask, some of them are writing their questions in the chat box, so we will answer them. But then, if there are still someone who has left, so you can scan this QR code, and or else you can note down the number. If you have any query, you can contact us. Apart from this, if you want to take a counseling, anyways, that would not attract any cost. Okay, so you can connect to us. We will make you connect to our expert counselors who would give you a proper time, who would understand your profile, and then accordingly they would be providing you with the solutions. They will help you out with the better options which are suitable for your career needs, and then you can decide whether you want to go ahead with the process or no. Okay, so I would suggest you first take counseling. First, be clear with your vision. Okay, that would definitely help you out. And secondly, we are there to solve it, whether it is related to your budget or your preferences, anything, or the country part, anything. And let me also tell you that Eduguide is a one-stop solution for all the steps. You don't need to go anywhere. Once you are with the thought that you want to go abroad, everything will be looked after by our counselors, whether it is education loan or it is forex or it is accommodation. You don't need to even step out for a single need. So apart from shortlisting to application in the universities, getting you the offer letter, helping you to pay deposits, then helping you out in your visas, everything will be done by our counselor. You don't need to step out for a single thing. Okay, so as I said, we are a one-stop solution. I'm sure that this is, of course, a big decision, but I would say suggest you to connect to counselors first. Okay, so thank you so much. And it was a great session today. We are going to keep this kind of, even if you have missed out any part of the session, we would be sending you the recording. You can refer it. And let me tell you, don't need to worry. Best of luck, best wishes. Bye.
The webinar has ended. Thank you for joining. Goodbye.